live. Hopefully everyone can hear everyone. Wait, can you hear me? Yes, Yeti? Yeah, okay, that's good.
Yay?
Yeah. No, my mic its name is Yeti.
Oh, right, okay.
Hi everyone, welcome to the shit show.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Wish we could call it the shit show. Yeah, but welcome everyone. Happy what? 2 weeks before Christmas Eve? Hey! Insert Mike saying humbug.
Bah, humbug.
Yeah, big time. Although I did go online today and order a new white Christmas tree.
Oh, look at you.
I know.
Upgrades.
Yeah, I've got
Fancy.
fed up with the... Oh, what the fuck have I done now?
You got fed up with the what the fuck have I done now?
What the fooges have I done now?
I have no idea. Did you nuke the stream?
Oh, we can still hear you and see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all right. It's just on my screen. For some reason, Jesus gone full screen.
Oh, click him.
Oh,
Click
just
it.
Click on it again.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Hi everyone.
Shows how often I use Discord.
Well, this is season 5, episode 13. Dun dun dun. The arbitrary seasonal naming system where we've had a bunch of weeks off and never lines up properly, but regardless, we're getting towards the end of the year. So, new year, new season. That's basically how that works. And with that, we're going to do a new overlay. We're going to move the whole thing over to OBS instead of Streamlabs, which none of you guys care about because you don't have to deal with it. It's all on my end. But new overlay should be fun. Get to redesign stuff. Get a little
I'll
bit
do
more
a new theme tune.
branding. Ooh, we could do a theme tune.
I'll do a new one.
So, yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, if you're going to sponsor the show via musically, feel free. Do a sweet little 30-second riff or something. But we're going to do some branding. We're going to have a little bit of, more life to this thing instead of just black and white. Hopefully I can make us some new sponsor images and stuff. So that'll be cool. That'll be fun. New season, new theme. I mean, similar theme. We're still going to have the same music, I think, because Mike likes it.
Oh no, I'll do something. I'll do a new tune, but it'll be similar.
To be fair, I want to do copyrighted music because we can. Stuff that doesn't get saved to the VOD track. What's up, CC Coils? Also,
Hey.
quick shouts to everybody. Hi, Jane. Hi, Jane.
Oh,
Hi, Jenny. Jenny's like brainstorming. I know her brain's going a mile a minute right now for opportunities for some emotes because we have 5 emote slots to fill. Ooh, puddle. Thank you, whoever gave Demo a shout out. Assuming it was
me.
I think it might have been Jenny. But yeah, we have a special guest, Demo.
Hello.
Yeah, nice one, Jenny.
Hey,
So real quick, we have 5 emote slots and 5 animated emote slots. So if you guys have any emote suggestions, there's a channel on the Discord for the suggestions.
I have one of somebody pulling a finger.
Right. Drop them into the suggestion box over on the Discord. And if you aren't a part of the Discord, then I shall drop you that link and check if that link still works. It does! Yay! Okay, good. Did it right. So,
Ducks, yes.
ducks. Stepping on a duck. Just a foot coming down like Monty Python style, stepping on a duck.
Yep.
A spider barking.
Oh no.
No spiders. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, you arachnophobes.
Yeah.
nope.
Spiders are one of God's creatures.
Yeah, they're not well, mate, but if you want me to turn into a Lymph for Christie, then yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Okay, fine. So yeah, what else? Bullfinger. Should just have a butt farting, really. At the end of the day. But welcome, Demo. How's it going?
A smelly cheese
Whoa.
with animated smoke or scent coming off it.
I like the hand motions.
Like that? You like that? Because you knew what I was talking about then, didn't you?
Yeah. So we have Demo here. Demo was missing the whole podcast life, the whole random bullshit for 2 hours thing. So
Yeah.
it's good to have you on, Demo, fellow American,
Thanks. It's good to be here.
fellow
Even
streamer.
now.
Fellow streamer as well. You guys, Demo has exploded onto the Twitch scene recently.
Oh yeah.
Over 300 followers in a couple of months is mind blowing, dude.
Since July. Yeah.
Dude,
Nice.
couple of months, over 300 and ever growing. Every stream you get a couple of new follows, and you're getting rated by some bigger streamers, and you're making big friends across the big pond over in Aussie land, and getting together with those guys, building up.
Too fucking right.
Building up. Dude, I'm telling you, Demo's gonna have the weirdest accent. He's been hanging out with these Aussies so much. It's gonna be a mix of Minnesota and Australia.
So
Just waiting for, I'm just waiting for the day where he comes on stream and just goes, "G'day."
The other day I said, so I asked my wife, how you going the other day? That's that's an Aussie thing. On the stream, I said, I was like, all right, let's get that on the go. You know, which is like another Aussie slang thing. And I was like, oh no, it's happening.
You're gonna ask for a Vegemite sandwich any day now. I'm telling you.
Oh, don't.
I've never tried it. I've tried
Don't
Marmite,
do
which
it.
is
Marmite's nice.
Yeah.
Vegemite is
that's
just
funny. So the Aussies say the very opposite of that. They're like Marmite is sweet and disgusting. Like why, you know, like Vegemite is the way. And I'm like, okay, well, what I gotta do now is one of these days on stream or something, I gotta get a jar of Marmite, get a jar of Vegemite, compare them, and get some toast because that's the way you gotta do it.
Yeah, you have
And,
to have it on toast. Yeah.
Buttered toast, spread very thinly, right? That's the key.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, Marmite's fine. You know, I don't find it offensive.
Vegemite is just, I don't know. You know when you throw up, and you get it leaves that taste in your mouth. That's what Vegemite tastes like.
Okay.
Exactly, Jane. Just that.
Bile. It's bile, essentially.
It is. Yeah.
Straight up concentrate, bile concentrate.
Oh God! Don't tell Liam that or anything. Or any of the other
Feel
guys.
free.
Oh, crack. So, Debo is has been streaming since July, you said, and
Yeah, I guess technically June, but I got affiliate in July, kind of mid to late July.
the affiliate anniversary there. So, well, yeah, basically it took you a month to get affiliate, which is like not a lot of time. And since then, it's been great, I think. We did your overlay.
I'm pretty happy with it.
Your overlay looks pretty sick. You're really comfortable streaming, which is nice because you just do it. You just do the thing. You have no problem pressing the button and just going, which is a quality every streamer needs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know,
I mean,
to the
sometimes
void.
you know, like there are days that I just am like, I'm not gonna stream tonight because I'm just not feeling it. You know, what I'd rather skip a day to have a better stream the next day than to just like burn myself out and have a shitty stream and then the next one's because I'm tired now, and it's like, you know, like I don't know, like sometimes I think just taking a little, you know, pause for a second is okay.
We know all too well about pauses with this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Speaking of, we won't be on next week because I'm going to be at my parents' house making cookies. But I will post pictures in the Discord, I promise you. Okay?
Yep.
What kind of cookies?
All times. Oh, dude. So many types of cookies. We have like mint spritz cookies. We have sugar cookies. We have dog bones that are like shortbread dipped in chocolate on either end. Oh, those are nice. Gingerbread, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have all types of cookies. There's like
Mike.
there's literally a cookie that
Australia.
it's like it's I think it's Swedish or something called cannel cockers. Yes, that's a real thing. I'll show you the recipe. I'm not making this up. Look.
Okay.
My family also does pie crust rolled up.
Please tell me they're phallic shaped.
They're moon shaped. They're crescent.
So it's kind of like a.
Yeah, it's a sad one, or a happy one, depending on which way you spin it. I'll frost just the tip for you, G.
Just the tip.
So we have these like family tradition type cookies that we make, and I'll take pictures of the whole thing. But and I might even do like a coffee talk extended thing where you get to see it if you guys are in my channel.
You need to make a toffee cock.
A toffee cock. So that's what I'm doing next weekend. It's gonna be fun. We have fun, and like
toffee cock cookies.
Every year it's a struggle to get anyone together to do it nowadays because everyone's got like husbands, wives, children, family stuff, etc., etc. So it's more and more difficult to get the family together for everything, but we'll see who shows up. A lot of times nowadays it's more of a cookie swap because like a lot of my family will just grab whatever cookies they made and then show up to my parents' house and just exchange cookies and make piles and whatnot. So, I don't do a whole lot of the baking. I just kind of sit there and like decorate. I'll decorate.
Moral
support. Sure. I'll provide the games,
Taste tester.
Oh, official taste tester. I'm one of the youngest. I have two younger cousins, but they're the younger ones. But I still consider myself the official taste tester. Was a chutney and jam day today in the kitchen. Oh, Jane.
Ooh.
Jane, could you start getting the stockpile ready for May? I'll be over.
It was a roast dinner cooking session today for me.
Ooh, like full blown with like.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Sunday roast, yeah.
Roasted pork belly. Done in a caramelized apple sauce.
Oh,
Jesus, Mike.
You bastard.
I just coomed, excuse me.
Seriously.
Caramelized Bramley apples for the sauce.
Did you do sprouts and...
Bramley, the best apple for cooking.
Oh, damn right.
I'm going to come.
Did you do, I don't know, did you do potatoes and...
Oh, yeah. Roast potatoes with a Italian herb mix. Crust on them.
Oh, okay. Do you do
and
carrots?
A little bit of the Italian herbs in with the peas and carrots and a bit of broccoli.
Broccoli. Do you do Yorkshire pudding?
Nope.
No?
Over here, we only have Yorkshire puddings with beef.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. It has to be with a roast beef dinner.
Yep.
Roast beef and gravy.
But they go well with anything, though.
I agree, they do go well with anything, but when I'm cooking, I like to keep it semi-traditional.
Tradition, as is tradition, yes.
Traditionally, it's always roast beef.
I wish I had a traditional Sunday meal. That would be great.
I do every Sunday.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I'm jealous.
And I know next week I've got roast steak, or steak. Not roast steak, but steak.
A roasted steak.
I will come up with some sort of sauce to do that in as well.
Bourbon.
No, because it's got to feed my mother as well.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it reduces. Just for flavor. Get
Never
liquid
goes
smoke.
all the way away, though.
No,
exactly.
A bit of a myth.
If you burn it, flambe it, you can get it burns the alcohol off.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of it, though. It takes about 3 hours from what I've read to like fully reduce. I mean, obviously, like if you reduce it down to nothing, then like there's no alcohol. But like if you add sherry to a soup or stock or something like that, it'll take like hours of boiling for it to all come away.
Okay, jeez, it was just
Delicious.
half joke.
Just so you all know, like if you're trying to avoid alcohol, that's something to keep in
You
mind.
too would like to be sober.
I must admit, the only dish that I put alcohol in is when I do my beef in ale.
Oh, beef and ale, man.
All right, we got to stop
sweet
talking about
Jesus.
food.
Oh, steak and ale
See,
pie.
problem
Holy
is,
fuck.
it's past dinner time for you, and it's not dinner time yet for me, and it's definitely not dinner time for Demo. Well, I mean, technically.
No, but I did just eat a late lunch, so
That's fair. See, I didn't even do that. Missed out on that too.
So speaking of food and sauces, I've never had Heinz 57 before.
What?
Okay.
Ketchup?
Like Heinz sauce, like.
Yep.
That's a thing.
Tomato ketchup.
No, not tomato ketchup. Like whatever it is, HP sauce. No, it's
Oh,
HP sauce.
HP sauce.
HP.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry,
HP.
not Heinz. Yeah, HP. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never had.
Like-
You've never had.
HP brown sauce.
What was that, Mike? Sorry.
Love it.
HP brown sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this right here, HP
Yeah,
brown
that
sauce. Hold on,
Yeah.
wait. Hold on.
Is it anything like A1 steak sauce? Is that
What
because
is
like
it?
I've heard people compare the two?
Daddy's sauce.
Oh Jesus!
Because I have both.
I'm missing nothing. Okay.
Yeah, daddy's sauce is brown too.
Daddy's is even in the convenient squeeze bottle.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And brown sauce literally goes with anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go off.
I might have to.
But it goes especially well.
Oh,
with
best before
black
10/7/2024.
Goes especially well with black pudding or bacon.
Bacon, yeah, you can keep your black pudding.
Okay, Demo,
Yeah, I
you
was gonna
ready?
say I can't get behind the idea of black pudding. Like it's
I
just
used
like
to like
Oh, what?
good.
I think it's good.
It's made of blood, man.
Oh,
It's so tasty.
there's blood in
though.
your steak.
No, it's not blood. It's a chemical they put in it.
Yeah, it's a protein.
Yeah, myoglobin.
It's more like it's more like a plasma than it is blood.
Yeah.
Okay, now you put me off it. Damn.
Fun fact.
Ingredients: spirit vinegar, water, molasses, glucose fructose syrup, malt vinegar from barley, modified corn flour, sugar, dates, rye, flour, salt, spices, and flavorings.
And next time you have baked beans, Nick, put some of the brown sauce in it, and then put some Worcester sauce mixed in with it as well.
But you're talking
Yeah.
tomato-based beans, not like
Yeah.
Normal
Our
baked beans.
Yeah, normal.
have
normal.
those beans, Mike. We have
Really?
them. Yeah,
Our baked beans are very different.
our baked beans are with
very
brown
sweet,
sugar
kind of-
and
Yeah.
they're way sweeter.
Man.
I can get Heinz beans, but they
As if
cost
that should
me.
surprise anyone.
They
Yeah,
cost
I
me about
remember you saying
sweet
like
beans, you know.
$2 a tin or something like that.
$2.50 a tin.
Yeah.
$6 for 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I can get HP sauce in my local grocery store, and this is gonna make you guys laugh. In the ethnic food aisle.
You guys are ethnic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay. We'll just pass the whole like offensiveness of calling something ethnic food, and then just like
Right.
toss the British in there.
I
Thank
wish
you,
I had
Ed.
that. I would take that. I would be like, okay,
Opposed to
look,
an American, the English are ethnic.
right?
Eh,
Are we though?
Even though you're all fucking traitors.
So I heard of a sandwich that you guys do over there called a chip buddy,
yes.
which is just chips inside of griddled bread.
Yep.
Oh no, not even griddled, just normal bread.
You don't have to grill it. Yeah.
Just carb sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
With brown
I mean,
sauce.
like, I'm not against it. I'm just like, okay, interesting.
Timo, and if you want to go even beyond that, the Scottish deep fry everything. Like we deep fried Mars bars, Snickers.
Oh, it's same here. Then.
What else? What was the last one? Oh, pizza. Yeah, deep fried pizza in batter.
Ooh, that sounds awesome, dude. I'd
It
do
is.
it.
It really is.
Yeah,
But
it
I
could
mean,
be. It could be.
like Demo was talking about a chip butty being a
Heart attack.
carb sandwich. It goes beyond that. Deep fried pizza is just like a heart attack waiting to happen. but you'd go happy. You would. You
Oh,
really
hell
would.
yeah. That would
Sure
be
I would.
my Elvis moment, right? Or did he die on the toilet? I forget.
Tastes incredible, man.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I miss about it's one of the only things I miss about Glasgow.
The Texans figured out how to deep fry butter and Kool-Aid.
I've even heard there was a restaurant that started doing deep fried ice cream.
Oh, yeah. That's a popular
Yeah,
Mexican thing over here.
Yeah.
It's
Make it go really
it's
hot,
really good.
batter a scoop of ice cream that's like very frozen. Like you gotta like scoop it and then put it back in the freezer and then batter it and then fry it in super hot oil, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. With especially with hot fudge over top of it too. Because you get this like layered heat. Because like hot fudge is warm, batter is warm, and then you get that really cold inside, so you get a scoop of everything, and like it's just a mixture of not only flavor and texture but also heat.
You would really need to be brushing your teeth with Sensodyne for that one though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad for anyone with cold
It wouldn't do it. Yeah, if it wouldn't do it to have sensitive teeth and eating that.
No, I would
Just
not
be
recommend it.
instant fucking headache.
Ice cream headache as well.
I've actually never had a brain freeze before.
What?
Fuck off.
I've never had a brain freeze.
It's a transcendental experience. I'm
That's your
telling you
homework.
something.
That's your homework, Demo. You
So
gotta get.
I have a theory about this, right?
Okay.
So the brain freeze, from what I understand, Demo's science moment. The brain freeze
Dr. Demo.
comes from cold, right? Cold liquid coming into contact with the roof of your mouth and causing the vasculature in the roof of your mouth and your sinuses to constrict, and then it fucks up your whole thing. So, being a singer, I have a lot of space internally in an opera singer internally, and so I guess I just don't. That just doesn't happen for me, I guess. Like, but I don't know. I'm not sure why, but I've literally never had one. Everyone just talks about how awful they are, and I'm sitting over here like chugging a smoothie, like, whatever.
It's definitely an experience.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jane, that looks delicious. Exactly.
Is it like sensitive teeth for your head?
Sensitive teeth for your head on steroids.
Yeah, it's like okay. Best way I could describe it is like smashing your funny bone on something, but for your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like fuzz and pins and needles, and you're like,
But at the same time, it's kind of like a whoa moment as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's strange.
Vasculature.
It's,
Vasculature differs from person to person.
pain, but almost like a,
Yeah.
transformative experience.
Wakes you up a little bit.
Yeah.
It really does.
Reminds you that you're alive.
The easiest way I can explain it is it's more like when a dentist is drilling into your tooth and you've not had any anaesthetic and he catches the nerve with the drill.
Oh,
Never
thank you.
experienced that.
That's another one of my phobias. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mm,
I didn't know about that one, G.
Yep. That's why I've got
Womp,
a smile.
womp,
I smile
womp.
like an English person from The Simpsons.
oh yeah, that sounds uncomfortable.
Ooh, pistachio
Oh.
baklava.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jane just sent me a photo. Jane, there's a food channel in the Discord. Feel free to share that in the
Yeah, please
Discord.
do.
It's
Please
funny
do.
because I had baklavas for dessert tonight.
Ooh.
Love them. Absolutely
world.
love them.
It's a small
Pistachio
world.
balaclavas.
Does anyone remember the
Baklava.
movie? I was just about to say, does anybody remember the movie Explorers? About the three kids that make the spaceship?
No.
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 We're
Right, that's getting
uncultured.
added. That's getting added to movie night.
All right.
I've not actually heard of that one.
I swear to God,
Is
it's
it
River
the
Phoenix.
Explorers?
Explorers. It's River Phoenix, Ethan Hawke, and some other kid actor that basically disappeared.
From
But
1985.
The three of them. Yep, the three of them make a spaceship out of garbage, and because they're all getting this message sent by a group of aliens in their head, and it makes this spaceship to go and make first contact with them.
Oh, okay.
But
that looks
in the movie, River Phoenix's family are Jewish, and what was it? They go to the house and the mother's cooking baklava, and she gives them the baklava, and one of the kids, it's like the rough kid, goes, "What the hell is this?" And he says Greek pastry, and he says geek pastry. So every time I hear baklava, it just reminds me of that. Holy sweet Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm just trying. I'm trying to make this Discord fun, right? You know, so like we have the memes and that kind of thing, which is great. But I want to make it fun for everyone to post in. So there's a lot of places where you can post a lot of different type of stuff. So
There's a lot of places you can put your finger in there.
Jesus. There's like there's the whole food channel. You guys can post all your food, and I'm guilty of not posting in there as well. So this is a reminder to myself. If we want to get this channel going, we gotta start utilizing this Discord a little more, and posting some of our stuff in here. We got vape-related stuff, tunes. If you got any links that you want to share to Spotify playlists or Bandcamps or
Like mine.
yeah, there you go. One Man Stands. Go check him out right now on YouTube and Spotify. There you go. He gets 0.0003 pence.
Any music platform.
There you go.
It's up on all of them, even iTunes.
Ooh. Puddle
And
posted his
Deezer.
tacos, little taco photos there. It looks delicious too.
Ooh.
I want to know what that sauce is. It looks like Thousand Island, but I know it's not Thousand Island.
No,
Probably
that looks more like
sort
a
of-
Mexican sauce.
Some sort of
Some sort.
Chipotle type
Yeah.
of thing. Delicious. So yeah, we got really off on the tangent of food. I also interrupted my spiel about Demo.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but
Chili
yeah.
creamer.
Okay. Demo has been streaming a lot of DCS, Digital Combat Simulator, where he has a stick that he grabs onto and just yanks it hard. Make sure to lube it up first.
Here, allow me to demonstrate.
and pedals resembling stirrups.
So he flies planes.
And the thing is, like, the whole flight simulator thing
Flies.
sounds boring to a lot of people, but see, to watch you playing it, it is so fucking chilled.
It's
And
chill.
It's chill, but at the same time, there's moments where it's like, come on, fucking get him! Come on!
All right, like when he shoots like a missile and it's like tracking a target, and you're like, come on, hit, hit, and it's like boom,
Yep.
And you
splash,
See, then you just see in the distance just a little
puff,
like that. Just a little,
and then
you're like, oh, splash.
So the best part is you have the soundboard where you can play sound effects for channel points, and the splash song makes everyone dance a little bit. I do it all the time. I play the splash thing and I see Demo do his little I'm sitting there doing the same thing. Like everyone is so
Jenny commented that I like flaps.
Yes.
I even have on my throttle. This is my throttle, by the way.
Jesus.
It's a beast. I even have a flap lever that I can flick. I can flick my flaps.
Man.
you can flick his flaps. There you go. There's piss flaps for you.
Just give him a little flick.
Try to reset that.
Yeah, reset it. Otherwise, you go to fly next time, your flaps are full. You're like, yeah.
Flaps are just flapping.
So, Digital Combat Simulator is chill when it's just Demo way up in the air, like searching for a target or whatever, and then it's like minutes of action, and then it's chill again when he's on his way back home, or
Yeah.
crashes.
It's kind of great to stream because, there's a lot of moments that I can multitask and pay attention to the stream while I'm vectoring on something or whatever, where it's not super high intensity, and then I'll have, like, as Nick said, I'll have like 3 minutes of just like pure, focus trying to kill something, and then,
One of my
once
favorites,
you roll
though,
off target, bingo fuel, you go back home.
yeah, the A10 runs are some of the best for me because it's like you get to see the ground targets, and like you have a little camera, like I don't know, gun cam, target pod cam thing, and you get to see the target close up, and you shoot the gun. It's like, and you wait a few seconds, then all of a sudden you see the target pod cam thing, and it just boom, and you're like, okay,
it's just disintegration.
and then like you go around and you go for another pass or whatever, and or like any of the missile cam ones too. You have the missile cams; those are pretty cool.
Yeah, you can just hit a button and then follow the missile through the air.
Yeah, and then
which is fun.
One of my favorites though is when you get enough channel points to make him eject.
No, that's bits.
Oh no, that's bits. That's bits.
Sorry,
you gotta pay me for that one.
Oh yeah, that's what, $5.
I've done it.
$3.
$3, and Demo will eject no matter what the situation. Just punch out, boom.
Thankfully, I waited until I knew you'd achieved your mission, and then I done it.
There's another really good one though, for the barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, that one's popular. That one's really popular. It's from Star Fox 64.
Yep.
Anybody remembers that game? Back
do
in
a
the
barrel
day.
roll.
Pure rip. Do a barrel roll. And then whatever I'm doing, I have to do a barrel roll. So people like to redeem that when I'm just after takeoff and I'm super low energy state, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna hit the ground then. Like,
it's a point.
So be it. Try not to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
One emote done. What?
Yep. Oh. Check your DMs. Maybe the.
Ooh.
Do a barrel roll right after takeoff, just like in Top Gun.
Nice. Yeah, that's the other thing is like the Top Gun role play. Basically, you still have that Maverick helmet.
Yep.
For your character model.
Oh. Yeah, so like the F-14 comes with the Maverick skin, and so you've got Maverick and Goose helmets and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, you look up in the mirror as you're maneuvering, and you've got Maverick written across your helmet. Which
Goose's got a huge dent in it.
Oh, that would be an Easter egg. Oh God! Too soon, man. Too soon.
We were in a flat spin. Me and a friend were in a flat spin. Like this is maybe like 4 months ago. We somehow got into a flat spin in a fight, and he was about to eject us, and I was like, no. And I pulled the canopy lever first, and you're supposed to pull the canopy lever first, let it float, and then it falls away, and then you eject, right? So he was about to fucking goose me, and I was like, bro, no, don't do that.
Oh wow, it's even got a verb.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gooses became a verb.
I want to show the stream what you sent me, Demo. Hold on.
Oh God, yeah.
The DM there. Let's see if I can bring it up.
My close calls.
It's this one. Okay. Cool.
I actually made a highlight from that same stream. I ran out of fuel, and I had a dead stick landing.
Oh, I think the physics are so fucking accurate.
The physics are very accurate. I would say that the flight, honestly, the flight physics are great. The weather modeling is not super advanced, so like turbulence and microbursts and things like that are not really that much of a thing. But the actual physics of the G and the angle of attack and the way, like in the 14, if you pull too much AOA or angle of attack, for those of you who are not aviation people, is let's say your jet's like this, right? And you're going this direction.
Hold on.
If I start pulling up, right, my jet's going to continue going in that direction for a period of time, and the angle between my jet and my direction of travel is the angle of attack. So if you pull a bunch of AOA in the 14, you'll start getting wing rock, and it'll want to roll to the wrong side and everything.
Whoa. Just made this whole thing real jittery. Oh no, it's just the capture. Anyways, I'm gonna show him the clip real quick.
Okay.
Dee. And then, damn, as soon as it's not in focus, the cameras go away. That's annoying. Anyways, so this is Demo coming at a very sharp angle here, attacking a base, and he has a shit your pants moment. And we'll play it twice just to get the full effect here, because I want to slow-mo it. But please
Rio
explain.
really has a shit the pants moment.
Yeah, Demo's there's two people in this plane right now. There's Demo and there's an AI guy. That's his weapons system officer guy. Oh, oh God.
This replay doesn't.
No.
Holy
Then you
fuck.
see,
Oh!
you see the canopy disappear.
Oh my god.
You see the canopy
Jester
disappear.
just ejected on me, that fucker.
Holy fuck.
All right, so we're gonna play this one and we're gonna slow it down when we get close here. Watch, he goes underneath a helicopter.
A hovering
A
helicopter.
hovering helicopter. He goes right underneath.
It's a blink and you miss it moment.
Yep. Ready? We're gonna slow it down here. Quarter speed. See the target's it's locking onto it. You can see it hovering at the top of the screen, and yo!
Holy shit.
And then all of a sudden, boop, canopy pops.
Co-pilot's just like, nope, fuck this, I'm out.
Yep. He's just
So I watched the
Mm,
I watched the TAC view, which is like a 3-dimensional kind of image of what you're doing. You can watch your sorties back. I did not get shot there. That was my engine ingesting a piece of that helicopter and fighting the engine. So that's why I had a fire at the end there.
But that's
Fucking
that's
hell.
no reason to bail out. You got two of them.
Yeah, I know. My Jester's just like, and I'm like, hey, bro.
He was out. Yeah. He did not want to be there anymore. He probably left the whole like team. He went to the other side. He's just like, fuck this. I'm gonna float over to those guys and join them. Fuck this.
I am now a Russian.
I literally was like, bro, you enjoy your walk back to the base, I guess.
Right.
The
You ain't
replay
picking
doesn't do that. Doesn't do the game justice though, because it looks so fucking gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Oh, big time.
It is
Yeah, clips don't do it any
beautiful.
justice.
No.
When you watch it live, it looks so much better. But
Yeah.
it's the state of the clip system in Twitch. It makes it compresses the hell out of it.
Yeah, man. It's
But
rough.
yeah. So don't worry about that. Your Rio there, he's just gonna land at an enemy airbase and steal one of their captured F-14s from the Cold War. That's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do. They obviously have one. Pretty much every
Super
enemy
realistic.
base. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally realistic. And he's gonna take off on a runway full of like planes crashing all around.
No.
And,
On a taxiway.
oh yeah, that's
no
right,
less.
a taxiway. That's
It's too short.
Super realistic.
It inexplicably has some weird thing at the end of it, like as if that's remotely safe. You would never have that at an airport, to have like a big giant tower right next to the runway. That would be no.
Well, while we're on the
Anyway.
subject of Top Gun, if anyone hasn't seen Top Gun Maverick, don't watch it.
I disagree, but it is ridiculous. But the
Watch
flight
Watch
is
it,
fantastic.
but watch it to laugh. If you know any, well, here's the thing: if you don't know
It's
anything
just
about planes,
gorgonzola cheese.
if you don't know anything about
Yes.
planes, it's still really corny and cheesy, but it's good
I
old
will
Tom
say
Cruise.
one thing. I will say one thing. Having that many practical effects though was a treat to watch. That
Okay,
some of the
drinking
flight
game.
sequences are beautifully done, but
There's a drinking game for it as well. Every time they say, "What is it, Gen 5?
fifth generation
Fifth
fighters,
generation, yeah. Every time they say fifth generation fighters, take a drink, and
Yeah,
you will
you'll
die
be
by the end of the
fucked
film.
By the end of it, yeah. What was I going
I
to say?
never
So
noticed.
Oh,
the F-14 cockpit in the end, right? The F-14 at the end is not real. That's a CGI aircraft.
Right.
There's no flyable F-14s that exist outside of the ones in Iran, and they weren't going to go to Iran and be like, "Hey, can we borrow one of your F-14s?" So the actual flying scenes were done in a Hornet, and then they just CGI'd the F-14 over that. But the cockpit that they were in is actually a cockpit, a sim pit that someone actually uses and built for DCS.
That's wild.
It's a totally real, like, they've basically spent a ridiculous amount of time building a 100% accurate as much as possible cockpit for DCS, and it's got both seats, it's got all the things, like, so
Jesus.
Kind of nuts.
That's the thing, is like, I aspired to be a fighter pilot when I was young, as one does. And then I started getting really tall. And then I found out that you couldn't have glasses and be a fighter pilot. This was like just on the very early days of like LASIK. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Well, I'm kind of screwed then. And that kind of ruined my naval aviation career right there. But like,
and
with this,
gone are the times, with glasses being.
Oh yeah, big time, dude. The military pays for your LASIK now.
Even a lot of the commercial pilots aren't allowed glasses.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Well, in the United States anyway, you could actually have a certain amount of correctable vision as a pilot, like a commercial pilot. It's changed a lot, but so is the technology that corrects the vision. So
right.
It's,
so
the whole thing.
That's the beauty of DCS, is you can be a big guy, a tall guy, a squinty guy, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And you can fly planes.
I would never fit in a cockpit of one of those fighter jets. I'm way too big for that. So,
I can
I would
barely
love
fit on
that.
a
Would be
commercial
super
flight.
cool, but yeah.
I'm first class size, but I'm not first class rich.
Yeah, I am also first class size. I'm have to buy 2 seats on the coach size. And then they go ahead and give one away because you've got 2 seats. Like, that happens a lot, where they're like, oh, well, you purchased both of these seats, but we're going to sit someone there anyway because we oversold the flight.
Then you go,
and like,
no,
but you can't say no. You cannot say no. They have full authority to do that. So they obviously refund your ticket, your other ticket, but it's still fucking bullshit.
Still though, you're like, well, better hope they're fucking skinny.
I always argue from a weight balance perspective that I am the weight of 2 people. So, like, weight.
I've actually seen them doing that, and I've actually seen them doing that on a flight.
I was successful in that argument twice, actually.
It's a flight we took to Spain with the 2 guys I was looking after, and there wasn't enough people on the flight, and so they had to actually strategically place the people in certain seats to get the balance.
See, maybe that's that Jenny. Okay, so Jenny on her way over got no one in the middle seat, right? So it was like her
That's the best.
space, someone else, and they had a nice comfy time. And on the way back, she had a whole row to herself.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm like, don't, Jenny, it's not going to happen every
just
time.
Lay down.
But here's the thing. If you fly over during that middle part between, I mean, not that Halloween is a big touristy thing for, people from the UK, but like, since you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving like we celebrate Thanksgiving, it's not like people are traveling, like flocking to the US to come to our Thanksgiving time. It's only basically expats that are flying home or whatever to see their family, maybe. And even then, I feel like most of them would do that more for Christmas than for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just the perfect time of year to purchase a ticket there and back,
Mm-hmm.
That's why I will forever offer up the table for Thanksgiving at my house, and then I'll fly over for Christmas or something if that's the case, because like that would be kind of ideal, but for visiting of the parental figures. I do want to spend like a holiday over there at some point. I have celebrated my birthday over there a couple of times, which is pretty cool. That's kind of the plan for May, is that I can celebrate my birthday over there. But I would like to spend New Year's or Christmas or both or whatever, or Halloween or pretty much any holiday. You know, Jenny can come over here for our holidays. Like she could fly over in July and celebrate our independence from you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Well, you ethnic people. Oh wait. No.
Yeah.
Oh, why you said that?
No, just the Scots.
I apologize. I'm going to geek out here for a second.
Oh,
Apparently today, Heatblur, who's making the new F4 module, participated in the virtual International Air Festival on Twitch, which is going on right now. They did a flight demo of the Phantom, which is the first time it was actually been demoed in the game, and not in like a controlled environment. So I'm gonna have to watch that later.
Where, God damn it, it's not on my channel. We don't have the nerd alert.
No.
Nerd alert.
No, that's cool though. I love the fact that you can recreate and relive moments that are gone. You know, like some of the real rare aircraft. Like if someone makes a sim for it, like a simulator, then people can fly it again. Digitally, but still cool.
Yeah. I mean, I do a lot of World War II stuff in DCS too, and that's a ton of fun because you get to actually, like, I fly on, especially on PvP servers, so I'll fly and, I'm in a Spitfire over Normandy fighting against a BF-109, and it's like, the sounds and the engine and the,
The one you were flying over London was really good to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Yep, just a little London sightseeing in a Spitfire.
I'd love to
see all the landmarks.
Or the Hurricane.
You can do that.
Yeah, no Hurricane yet.
Well, not the Hurricane,
but Hawker Hurricane is. I think it's in the pipeline. I don't think it's actively being developed, but they're gonna eventually have one.
You have to understand the development cycle for these planes is ridiculous.
Insane.
The telemetry and the specs and everything is so well modeled and detailed in this game. There's so much math going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, they released some numbers for the new Phantom simulation, and it's going to have something like 6,600 different individually tracked components, which is, Jesus. I mean, that's like probably not nearly as many components are in the actual aircraft, but for a simulator, it's like, holy shit, like that's a ridiculous, from fluid simulation to, like they're going to do a persistent wear state. So as you go through campaigns, like, maybe your landing gear starts getting a little sticky as it, opens up, or, you're targeting, you pull too many G's and now your targeting pod motor is like not quite as fast as it was before. And, it stays that way.
I just still, it reminds me of the time that you pulled back too hard in the F-14 and ripped your wings off.
Yeah, that happens to everybody at some point when you're new to the F-14 because there's no G limiter. Yeah. There's no G limiter in that airplane, and you don't have the feedback you would as a real pilot, right?
Right.
A real pilot not only is going to have the sensation of G, but as they pull on that stick, the more G that loads up, it's going to get harder and harder to pull. So in my home cockpit, if you will, I could just go thunk and pull back on the stick, as hard as I want.
I was actually going to say, have you actually flown a real plane yet?
Yes, I have. I've been behind the controls of a Cessna 172, which is, you see those little planes and you're like, your initial thought anyway, I think is, at least most people see that and they're like, that looks kind of lame, because it's just a little prop plane with the top mounted wing and stuff. And you get into it and you take off. And the day that we went up, it was fairly turbulent and kind of windy. And we got up there, and as soon as we get off the ground, we start, I'm just like, holy shit, like, and even those things, man, they don't pull too many G's. I think they top out at like 2.5 G's or something like that. But we pulled a really hard turn in it, and I think we loaded up to like 1.7 or something, and that was pretty was pretty solid. I was like, dang, okay. Like, I can't even imagine having to deal with 6, 8, 9 Gs. Like, fucking. Ugh,
well, you got to figure every G that you encounter is 1 times your body weight, essentially. So when you pull 2 Gs, you feel like you are twice as heavy as you are.
Twice as heavy, yeah.
And you sink into your seat like even more.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So if you weigh 200 pounds, then and you pull 9 Gs, what's 200 times 9?
Yeah, 1,800 pounds.
You
weigh
1,800 pounds.
A ton.
Or whatever that is in kilograms.
Yeah, well, what's it in stone?
Yeah.
But, it's just wild to think that, like, G-force is, like, 1 times the Earth's gravity, in a sense. Just mad.
It's nuts.
But it's cool because, like, if anyone has ever experienced real G-force, like, I don't know, roller coasters, right? Roller coasters, when you're going around a steep bank turn, that's G-force. And you feel like you're getting pushed into your seat. That's G-force. Mm-hmm. And like,
I mean, shit, even when you're getting off an off ramp, on a motorway,
and you're like
highway, you just
really cranking,
and you start, you start leaning over like that. You gotta stick your elbow on the other seat. Like even that is basic. I mean, that's inertia, G-force, all those things.
Science. All right, we are right about the halfway point of stream. You guys need a bathroom break at all?
I'm good.
Good.
No?
Good.
Okay.
Iron bladder.
Okay, fine. Well, maybe it's because I didn't have my coffee this morning because I ran out of coffee.
I jettisoned my stores before the stream, so.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
We're all right. We're all right.
Well, that you know what?
Yes.
It brings me to another topic because Demo, you have recently purchased Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah. Well, I've actually had it for a really long time, but I've recently started playing it.
Fair enough.
Like I bought it and then downloaded it and then did like 1 flight and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to DCS now, blow some shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing to do in Microsoft Flight Simulator except fly, which is fair enough, but it's it's.
You got to watch Air Force Proud, dude. Air Force Proud 95, I want to say, that YouTube guy. He plays a lot of like Microsoft Flight Sim, and like he is training to be an actual pilot, so he knows all the call outs for all the air traffic control and all that stuff. So
Air Force Proud. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't play DCS.
He's definitely a Microsoft Flight Sim Chad. He's kind of like your boy there.
Fearless, yeah.
Fearless, yeah. But like, he's a bit on the funny side. Like he does some goofy stuff because like he himself is professional, but he jumps into public servers, and he'll just like he'll watch people take off on a runway in a hot air balloon, and be like, what is this? What is this? Or a space shuttle or whatever. Like there's just public servers and
ridiculous shit.
Yeah, public servers in Microsoft Flight Sim are ridiculous. And
yeah, I mean, so
you have like 5 people try to take it seriously and 30 people that aren't.
Yeah. So when I came back to Microsoft Flight Sim, right, and Fearless kind of got me back into it, right? He took me through a flight on the VATSIM network. And the VATSIM network is fucking serious. Like, people are really serious on that network. Like, you have to know what you're doing. You have to be familiar with your plane before you go on the network. Otherwise, you risk being banned for, essentially causing problems. Like, if you put in a transponder code of 7500, which is the international transponder code for a hijacking, right? So if you change your transponder to 7500, they'll just kick you off because, like, you're not allowed to simulate that and stuff like it gets intense. I mean, we did a whole flight with the full checklist. We were in Airbus A320, fully modeled, all the switches. It's a different kind of difficult than DCS, right? DCS, you're task saturated with like, okay, I'm flying a plane. I've got this target. I got to go over here. I'm going to go do tanker. Like, it becomes really task saturating. In Microsoft Flight Sim, it's just like, flying is task saturated. You know, you're just like, you know, you get up into the air and you're cruising altitude and you've got an hour and a half flight and you spend the entire time at cruise briefing your descent and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden you're there and you're descending, walking through the checklist, controllers like, you know, vectoring you, and there's real controllers that, you know, vector you and targets, or not on targets, on runways, you know, and all that kind of stuff. It gets kind of wild. Weather delays, like it's fucking full on. Which, being that I'm trying to become a real commercial pilot, it's kind of cool to get that experience a little bit, even if it's not quite, you know, I'm sure it's just like every real pilot will say, you know, simulator doesn't come close to doing it for real, but you know, it's still, it's getting there, you know,
so,
just without the risk.
So can we talk about your current job prospect here that you're working on?
Yeah. I'm a school bus driver.
Hail to the bus driver, bus
So-
driver.
I was gonna say you have something in common with Mike now. Mike was a coach driver for years. Then you were. Did you ever do a London bus as well?
I started on the London buses,
Yep.
Gotcha.
and in total I'd done 22 years driving buses and coaches.
Jeez.
So Mike is well versed in the area of sit down and shut up.
Yep. And I'm well versed in the area where they don't do what they're told, so you slam the anchors on.
Yeah. Oh, that hurt. Well, you shouldn't have been standing up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna put a photo here into the general banter channel. I should have assumed that this would be the case, but I learned the other day that the American yellow school bus is very much just like a United States thing, and I'm sure maybe other countries have it. But I took this photo at the bus yard the other day, and it's just hilarious because it's just bus on bus on bus, just these giant yellow buses.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm very familiar with that site. So you're trying to become well, you're in the process of becoming a bus driver. You're getting your
I'm training, going through
commercial.
getting the CDL license, all that. Yep.
So you're basically training to become a bus driver to get practice for becoming a pilot.
Well, I mean,
Can't tell them
that
to
wasn't
sit
the
down and shut
intention,
up.
but I kind of thought about that, you know, like as I was going through the process, I was like, I mean,
There are similarities.
I'm not saying that there are a lot of similarities. Like, for example, being a school bus driver, you have to do a pre-trip check of your bus every single morning, right? So that involves, you know, checking the hoses, making sure they're not cracked, not broken, secured, not leaking, you know, all of this kind of stuff, you know, and making sure that every single bit and bob on your bus is good to go, and you know, the steps aren't cracked so the student doesn't fall and smash their teeth into the fucking steps.
That'd be a shame.
That's a real memory. That's a memory of mine, actually. So yeah, the bus steps when I was a kid, I had loose front teeth, and the bus steps had the flap was kind of up, like the rubberized flap was kind of up, so my foot caught it and I just smacked straight into the fucking stairs. 2 teeth gone. I was thrilled because I was like, hey, Tooth Fairy. You know,
Yeah,
so
money.
So happy about that.
Love that.
I was like, money. What a great diversionary tactic from a parents. Don't cry, don't cry. The Tooth Fairy will come and give you money.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, sweet.
So yeah, you're gonna become a commercial pilot. I know one of my classmates had got his commercial pilot's license, and he flies for JetBlue now. Loves it.
It's either going to be that, or there's also another factor as well to this, that I'm not so sure I want to become a commercial pilot from the perspective of being gone so much, right? I mean, you're gone like all the time, right? It's very hard on relationships. It's very hard on families. I really like helicopters, and there's tons of opportunities to be a helicopter pilot local to where you are, right?
Use
So,
one demo.
you know, yeah, or a medevac chopper, or you know, like that would be. I would love doing medevacs because you feel like you're on a mission, you know, like
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
Sort of DCS related.
Fortunate Son Airways.
Just put a picture of the coach I used to drive in general banter for you.
Oh wow, good lord! Even those coaches are double deckers.
Jesus, yeah, I can't even imagine driving a double decker bus. I feel like that would just be very tippy.
Oh,
well, that one was actually 15 meters long.
You drove that around
whatever that is in
London. Well, no, you drove that all the way up and down the country.
Yeah, but it was it 3.3 feet to a meter?
Yeah, or about, yeah. It's essentially it. So
15 times 3.3.
The school buses that I'm going to be driving are let me see here,
about 50 feet,
2 meters, 40 feet. So about 12 meters are the school buses that I'm going to be driving. So still not quite as big, but still
big.
Still chunky.
They're all running on propane now.
What?
Propane and propane accessories.
Propane accessories.
Yeah, it's a lot cleaner than diesel or gas, from what I understand.
Yep.
So we're actually starting to get electric buses now too, but they have a range of about 70 miles, so they're not, they're good for like one route, and then you got to go back and charge them for like a day.
Yeah,
damn.
So yeah, the Tesla technology has not made it to that kind of school bus region yet, but we also have a bus called Eddie, which is literally like ED-E, right? Like Ed-E. And it's a classroom. It's a mobile classroom inside of a painted white school bus. It's got like chairs all around it and like TVs and stuff. It's very cool looking.
What does one do
that
in
one
that?
That one that I used to drive, it was, as I say, 15 meters long, 13 foot 2 tall, had rear wheel steering as well as front wheel steering.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It had an 11-litre diesel engine.
Okay.
And it used to do, on average, on a decent motorway run, 24 miles to the gallon.
It's actually not bad.
For a giant bus, that's great.
Yeah.
And it had a 600.
Our buses.
It had a 650-litre fuel tank.
Ooh.
So our propane buses, 5 miles to the gallon. 5.
Fucking hell.
It's I mean, but it's propane, so it's like one of those things that, like, yes, that's kind of not great, but the emissions from it are like 20 times lower than gasoline engines or something crazy like that.
I know over here they were trying hydrogen-powered buses for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
They've done away with them now, and they've transferred a majority of them to electric now.
Yep.
Crazy. It's the future.
Yeah. I mean,
whether we like it or not.
I've seen some of the back ends of your city buses in London, Mike, and they're grubby.
Oh yeah.
Some of the diesel ones.
Yep.
Even around Jenny's, like some of the buses are electric, some are not, and it's like the older ones, obviously the diesel ones, are really grubby and like inside out. They're old buses that they're still running.
Have you ever been to London at all, Demo?
Yes. Last time.
Do you remember the
like
old
12.
open back buses that they had in London?
I remember them.
The old what they used to call the Route Master.
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember them.
The year I was there would have been about 2000 and so the last time I was in London was actually on a high school choir trip. So that would have been 2007 or 8 maybe.
Yeah, we still had Route Master.
Whippersnapper.
But we didn't ever take a city bus, right? So, it's one of those things that, like, we took tour buses, which were like had the open deck on the top that, you go around and stuff. But Route Master, I'm going to look that up because I'm curious.
Well, the Route Master is the bus that I used to drive around central London. When I was on London buses.
The only reason I remember them is because
the double decker.
One of my old high school mates, I call him my mate, he wasn't really, but he grabbed a hold of the pole as it was just pulling off, the pole at the back, and basically just rode it like skiing on his shoes because he had like metal soles.
Yep.
So he was just sparking up the road, hanging off the back of this bus, skiing. It was funny as hell, man.
And the bus driver has no idea because you can't see that. Like, you know, like if they're in the right spot, it's just there's just that's not. You're just.
Well, he got wise when he realised that everybody on the lower deck was like looking back like that and just giggling.
Yep. I remember going round Hyde Park Corner, which is one of the biggest roundabouts in London.
Sure.
And I actually lost the conductor off the back of the bus.
Oh fuck!
He fell. I went round the roundabout so quick he fell off.
Should have been.
Yeah, they were quite scary if you were waiting to get off, and the bus turned quite sharply. It did kind of almost push you
I
out.
used to actually do overtime as a conductor. So it would be my job to walk up and down the bus collecting the fares off the people. When I wasn't collecting the fares, I was doing what they call bus surfing, which was literally standing on the back platform, holding on the rail and hanging right out the side of the bus.
Seems safe.
Yeah.
It makes me think of the night bus from Harry Potter, the triple decker.
I never once fell off though.
Yeah. Good on you. That's gonna.
And when I actually learned to drive a bus, I had to do the skid pan in a route master.
What's the skid pan?
The skid pad.
Yep.
Wait.
You know, like you see the videos of the police training to control the skidding vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, imagine being in a route master on a wet skid pan where the instructor just literally leans over through the window, grabs hold of the steering wheel, and yanks it as hard as he can.
Oh.
And then you've got to control it to stop.
No.
Did you ever flip
We don't
it?
do that here. For my bus training does not involve that. Probably should, but it doesn't.
Right?
It's actually a fact that the route master can lean to a 45-degree angle before it will fall over.
Jesus.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, that is really scary. Just imagine, like,
London General actually used to offer a prize of £100 to a driver if he managed to flip the route master on the
why
skid
would you
pad.
do that?
On the skid pad, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
not on the
okay.
road with passengers on, just on the skid
I was
pad.
going to be like, wait a second, hold on here.
Got this. Yeet.
You just had bus drivers going around the Hyde Park roundabout. You just be like, whoa, you know, like
Going to collect 100 quid, but I flipped it. There's
Why
only
does-
like 10 people injured, but I flipped it.
They need to
here's
have
100
this.
quid, you're fired.
Yeah, they need to have this in Need for Speed. Like, there has to be a mod for it. I would
So
love
funny.
that. Or Forza
And,
or something.
yeah. The route masters were brilliant for doing handbrake skids in as well.
I've been tempted by American Truck Simulator lately because, you know, it's another simulator and it does some of the stuff that I've been training. So, like, you know,
Some of those guys are so serious with that shit. Like, they'll have, they have like monitors for mirrors, and they have like they have the little fuzzy dice. I don't know what it's hanging from, but it's there. You see it on their camera,
Something.
like swaying. But they have the full wheel and everything, and they're like cranking it around. They got the big shifter knobs and everything. Oh,
wild.
it would be cool. It would be really cool. You could play Desert Bus.
Yeah, no. When I was actually training to become a bus driver, I had 2 days training out on the road. Then I had 1 day on the skid pan. Passed the skid pan on the first day, and then passed my driving test for the buses the day after.
Nice.
So 4 days in total to get a PSV license.
That's insane.
Yep.
I have to do 30 hours of classroom. I think like 10 hours of behind the wheel.
Yep.
There are 4 written tests at the DMV.
Yep.
And then a test at the training center and then another road test at the DMV.
Yep.
So like, now granted, I'm driving children around, so they want to make goddamn sure that you're not going to kill someone.
Yeah.
But it's pretty involved. Like I was surprised at how involved it was.
Yeah. No, they completely screwed the English PSV driver now because they've effectively forced you to become a first aider.
Okay.
You have to obviously you have to pass your driving test.
Yeah.
But what they've done is if you drive a manual car, but you pass your test in an automatic bus, you are now automatically given your manual PSV license.
Huh.
Okay, that seems sensible.
Yeah.
LOL.
So, like driving a manual car is going to be identical to driving, I don't know, an empty bus, 11, 13 ton? Between 11 and 13 tons?
That is stupid though.
Yeah. But the annoying thing is, I actually paid to do my manual upgrade because I knew I was coming off of the buses and I wanted to go onto the coaches.
Yeah.
Right? The week after I passed my manual upgrade, which cost me £1,700, they brought it in where I could have just sent my license off and got the upgrade for nothing.
Fuck's sake.
I was fuming.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool, great, thanks for that.
Understandably so.
None of the buses that we have at the company that I work for are manual. There's like, that just like isn't a thing. I was asking about that actually the other day. I was like, is that a thing still? And my trainer was like, I don't think so. In fact, I think it's in my state. I don't even think it's legal. I don't think they can manufacture new buses that are manuals. They're all automatic.
Okay.
Right.
Mostly because it's and especially for school bus companies that are trying to attract younger and newer drivers, it's just, you're just not going to have any success with that, with manual, because so many people have a mental block to learning how to drive a manual transmission, which it's not really that hard. It's just, you just have to do it.
I prefer driving manual. I hate driving automatic.
It's more fun,
It's not the fact that it's more fun. You drive a manual, you've got more control over the vehicle.
Yeah.
No comment.
If you're driving a manual and your brakes go, you've got the gearbox you can use to slow you down.
Right.
On an automatic, you haven't.
Yeah. Dyer thinks his manual transmissions are not great for electric or propane. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, electric, it wouldn't even make sense for electric because it's pretty much single ratio gears most of the time.
I mean, the first coach I ever drove was a 1970s Leyland Tiger. And it had a manual gearbox with no clutch. It was actually, well, that made me jump in. It was
Oh my god!
it was what they call an Allison gearbox, which runs on elastic bands. Come on, Dooley.
Is that a new cat?
No, that's Dooley.
No, I've never seen that one, I don't think.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
I haven't.
I thought the big fluffy one. I don't know. That's the only one I
Oh,
know.
they died a couple of years ago.
Oh,
We've had Dooley and Jack for 4 years now.
shit. Okay.
I'm looking at this Leyland Tiger
Kitty.
bus. That is a hilarious thing.
I mean, it had no power steering. I literally had to stand up to make the thing turn a corner.
Jesus.
Gee.
And
Nope.
as I say, the gearbox operated on rubber bands, which the actual shifter operated on air pressure.
Okay, yep.
So I used to have, it was basically like a pre-select gearbox.
Mhm.
But I used to have to start the coach up a half hour before I wanted to take it out on the road so the rubber bands would warm up enough.
So you would like snap them or something?
Oh, I just have no gearbox. Get your ass off of my head.
Okay. It's like, no, pay attention to me.
Yeah. Nope. You got to deal with me. It's all right. For once, there's no cat.
Is it completely blue? Is it completely black?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Go figure. Mike has a black cat.
Yeah, Nick, is your cat still around?
Yeah,
there
she's somewhere.
are cats on my bed here, by the way. That's,
I see a butt. Yeah, I see a butt.
Holy, make your mind up. Where are you going?
Right here.
Oh.
That's
No,
Ragnar.
when the sunlight catches him, his fur actually shows up as red, not black.
There's the demon. The demon right there.
Shh,
Really?
quiet.
I know.
Calm.
Don't want to wake the demon.
I really do not like having your ass on the back of my head.
Oh.
Oh.
Cat's like, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
why
why
I do it. Jeez.
Yes, as long as you don't go on the back of my head.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be just revenge for all the times you do it to him.
What there is that?
Oh,
Let
man.
me just go and shut my door again. Yeah,
No,
you can stay there,
no.
mate. Don't worry.
no.
He's going to steal his seat now.
Yeah, I'll pick you
Yeah,
up
right.
again.
But come back. Pay attention to me.
Hey,
Look how
what?
cute I am. Aw. Now my cat's around. She doesn't like my sheets for some reason. Like my sheets are like furry. I have like the
Interesting.
Ugg furry sheets. Very cozy.
Okay.
Hard to explain. Oh no! I think they have daddy awesome.
Did you spooge on your sheets?
But they're like furry anyway.
Yeah.
The cat does not like them, so she
Huh.
doesn't really hang out that much. She'll
It's
like
weird.
mull around.
Cats usually love that kind of shit.
I don't know. She doesn't like it.
Your cats get issues, man.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Don't all cats have issues?
Well, this is true. They usually have some kind of issue.
The dog loves the bed though, so she's more than welcome. But yeah, the cat just hangs around my feet for a few minutes and bothers me, and then when she gets sick of me, like rubbing her belly with my foot, she's like, "All right, I'm out of here." Okay.
I've never heard of a car growing up.
Turn my lights on real quick. You're back.
Cat grew up with Nick. Yeah. Well, gotta deal with it.
Be careful, you muppet.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh, it's Christmas in Demo's house now. Hey.
Joy to the world.
So the next show that we're doing is Christmas Eve.
Yay.
We're gonna have to do something Christmassy. I'll come up with something. I just can't think of any like good Christmassy activities. We'll think of something. Don't worry about it. I got 2 weeks to think about this. What we're gonna do for Christmas
Eggnog
Eve.
drinking contest.
Oh. You guys have wait? You have
Nope.
eggnog over there?
Oh,
You not?
no.
What?
Oh
Could
my
probably
God,
get it
it's so good.
somewhere, but it's not a thing over here.
You just make it. It's
I know.
it's not that hard to make.
It's like
What is eggnog?
So
it's like runny
I don't
custard
know how
that you
how to
drink.
describe it.
Jenny tried it. The best way I could describe it is like really thin runny custard because it's eggy.
Is
Obviously,
it sweet?
Yeah,
it is
It's sweet,
a bit
yeah.
sweet. Yeah, you can also add
alcohol.
cinnamon
yeah.
and nutmeg to it if you want.
The
Borderline
entire thing
illegal.
says it's borderline legal under modern food standards.
Oh, you give Mike like a quart of eggnog or something, and he will probably clear out about 3 city blocks.
Oh, okay.
Figure it's got egg in it, Mike. I mean,
Fair play.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my eggnog recipe. I just found it. It is 2 large eggs, and they're used raw in this. So you'd probably use like pasteurized egg. You know, two large eggs, super fine sugar, brandy, spiced rum, which is what the mix I use. Also, you know, it's really good instead of brandy is like an añejo tequila is actually phenomenal in eggnog. Like, and you do a tequila sherry eggnog. It's very, very good. You would be surprised at how well that works. Whole milk, heavy cream, nutmeg, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'll pass on that one.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have
I don't
it
drink
with
it anyway,
alcohol.
so
You don't
I don't-
have to
yeah.
have it with the alcohol. Yeah. But it's just
I don't drink normally, but I did treat myself this year.
ooh.
Ooh.
you got a single malt.
Yep.
I knew it was going to be a single malt. Oh, Jura. Oh, I
That
wish I could
sounds-
drink that.
Sounds
Yep,
lovely.
it's the rum cask finish.
Yeah, that'll be tasty.
Ew. Interesting.
It's smooth and creamy with layers of tropical fruit and gentle spices.
Yep.
And it was
Jura was
matured.
nice.
It was matured in bourbon barrels
Mm-hmm.
and then finished off in rum cask.
Nice.
Damn. It's got a lot going on.
Oh, God's sake, Dooley, make your mind up. Where are you?
Yeah, because of the raw eggs, Nick.
Ah, okay. So what's the deal
That's
with
why
eggs
it's
over
not.
there?
That's why it's not a thing over here. Because, well, raw eggs is just asking for salmonella.
But like, okay, what makes our
Yeah,
eggs different?
I use pasteurized eggs, honestly,
See,
because I'm not interested in
I don't think
risking
that-
it.
I don't think that's generally a thing here either. It's pasteurized egg.
No.
You can do it yourself. It's actually not that difficult to pasteurize eggs, but that's a whole other thing.
Chef Demo. Demo, a man of many hats.
And not on
Or
my
none
fucking
at all.
I don't have a single hat next to me right now.
You don't have a hat, you don't have the glasses ready. I'm disappointed. I spent 50,000 channel
by the
points.
way, the glasses, by the way, are gone. I'm gonna order another pair. I don't know where they went.
Okay, well, I think I'm close to 50,000 again.
Mac has more than 50,000 now, and so for everybody watching, I have a 50,000 channel point redeem on my Twitch stream, which it brings a I think it's 93 seconds song on
Minute and a
and
half.
Tongue's hanging out.
basically. Oh,
That's adorable.
basically it's the stream comes to a halt and I do a thing for that amount of time. It's a good time. I don't want to give it away to people who haven't seen it, but
it's
perfect.
It's a rap song
It's a rap of sorts.
of
You could
sorts.
say.
Oh. Sorry, I'm being totally distracted by a cat with its tongue hanging out.
You know, you have 7 of them behind you there, G.
I know, but none of look at that.
It's so cute, though. Holy
Both of our cats
shit.
do that. I've done it ever since I was kittens.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's adorable.
Oh my god. That is very, very cute.
Meow.
I can't just imagine doing that on your own, just like,
No.
be like, what? This is normal. Just let it be.
Strange thing is, though, G, this cat has only got one tooth left and the other one's got none.
That's why.
Oh, they're British.
Nothing keeping the tongue in.
Fuck off.
My favorite are the pugs that get like a bunch of teeth removed and then their tongue just like hangs out like this
Yeah.
long. It's
Hangs out the side because the bottom
Yeah.
lip's up here.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Puggles. How's Ruben doing?
He's doing good. Ruben is let's see here. Just doing the math in my head. He's 7 right now. So
Oh, wow.
he's turning 8 next year, and then he's still in good health. Good. He's recently we switched his food and he lost a bunch of weight, which was good because he was getting a little chunky. He's still a pug though. He's a brick, with legs. So it's or I should maybe say a potato with legs,
Yeah.
But he's great. He's currently napping with my wife,
Nice. Puggle.
which is what I will be doing once we're done here.
I know, right? I'm like, I get the yawns going on. I'm like, I stayed up way too late last night. I was trying to beat my record run time for Ready or Not in the gas station, and I noticed that my original best time was 6 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I could do better than that. I got it down to 5 minutes the next run, and then I made it down to 4 minutes 43 seconds for clearing out 10 hostiles, securing 10 civilians, and mopping up like 14 pieces of evidence or something. And
Dang.
yeah, and this is all with AI partners as well. Like, I'm pretty sure if I had a full 4-man squad, we could get that time down even more. Everyone goes in a different door and just...
Not if Fodder was there.
Yeah. Well, G would end up dead, but that would be bonus points because I could just mark his body as evidence. So, but yeah, the update to Ready or Not is coming on Wednesday, and Demo and I are already planning on doing some Ready or Not that day. And G, you're more than welcome, obviously.
Already said I'd be there.
Oh, cool, nice one. And
Fodder will be there.
Nice. Well, to be fair, it's going to be a whole new experience for all of us because it's going to be way different. According to
I'm not that bad in Ready or Not. To be fair, it's Arma. I'm usually dying all the time.
Well, okay, wait, no. That's not even remotely true though. So G calls himself Fodder, and then like the first time he plays with us, he like there's an enemy helicopter coming in, and he's sitting at an automatic grenade launcher, right, a Mark 19 that's just pump out 40mm grenade, dunk, 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 right, and he turns this thing, looks at the helicopter, estimates the lead, just dunk, 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 boom, and just blows up this helicopter on his like first attempt, and like I was like, bro. Like,
who does that?
It's like yourself Fodder, and you're just murking these
as well, I know. But you said as well, you'll never get it. And I'm like, I can take that. That.
I genuinely was like, "There's no way, man. Like, how are you going to lead estimation on that?"
Twice. I done it twice.
You did it twice, yeah, and that's
dude.
Yeah.
It's because he's SAS.
Secretly.
Exactly.
SSAS.
Yes. Well, because
that's really how I done my back in.
Yeah. Well, no. See, that's all a ruse. No, that's a ruse.
It was from carrying my team.
Yeah. So there's actually like a cupboard that he's got like right next to him. That's got all his vests and his like gear and his like weapon.
Just
and everything.
A shot here.
Yep.
He's got his HK 416 leaning in the corner. Like.
Yep. He's ready at a moment's notice.
Going dark.
That's why occasionally, when G is not streaming or not around, it's like, where the hell is G? Where's G? I want to play Phasmo. Where's G? Yeah, he's on a mission, dude. He's like.
Is that what you say every time you go to bed? Like,
oh yeah,
Bravo G, going dark. You turn your lights off. Get into bed.
Yep.
Bravo G taking a nap.
He sleeps tactically. He sleeps with one eye open, like.
Oh no, both eyes open all times.
Yeah. Just
sleep like Gandalf.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's the ticket right there. Oh. Yeah.
No,
that'll be fun.
Call of Duty was an experience. That was I died all the time in that.
What for the recent one?
The zombies. When we were playing the zombies last, it was just like
I struggled too though. When I played with Dez and Sam, I struggled too. But that wasn't until like you have to get in and do a couple like level 1, level 2 like rounds and get a couple of like pieces of gear. And then you need to like you go back in geared up, because what you do is you take that stuff back in. It's basically like DMZ now. So you go back in,
you keep
with a bunch of stuff, and then you gear up your weapon, and then you push a little bit further in, do some contracts, get some more stuff, and then you end up.
They missed a marketing opportunity calling it DM Zombies,
Well,
something like that.
Something, it would just be DMZ, but with a creepy font.
Yeah.
Or Daisy. Oh wait, no, that's the thing.
Wait a second. That's a
game. Wait.
A phenomenal game, by the way. Phenomenal game. I love Daisy. It's fantastic.
Never played it.
It's really fun. Is
it multiplayer?
So it's on the Arma engine. Oh yeah, I mean that's like that's all it is.
We should do that next Halloween.
It's a good time. It's a survival game, and it's pretty hardcore. Like like you gotta eat, you gotta drink, you can get sick. You can, like, for example, if you are out in the rain, your clothes get wet, and you have to go find a place like you find an abandoned house, set a fire in its fireplace, put your clothes out and let them dry. Like it and then you've got zombies to deal with, right? The gunshots carry very far distances, so if you hear someone fire a weapon, you can hear it almost across the map. And it's just basically like a dinner bell for any players that are there that want to come and murk you for all your stuff. It's pretty hardcore PvP, because if you die, that's it. You got to start over. You got to spawn back in and you got nothing again. So it's definitely like a kind of intense, but you can avoid, right? A lot of people, especially when they're first learning, you just avoid enemy players, try to kill zombies with melee weapons, and just get a base going and start farming stuff so that you can get better shit.
I wanna play.
But the servers are persistent, so you can you build like a base up, and then that's like your base. You could start with like a box under a tree, and then it morphs into like something bigger. But I haven't played it in a long time, but it's a good time.
Yeah. Oh, we'll play a month or so leading up to Halloween time, and then we'll like go in. Can you like squad up, or is it like a solo thing?
So yes and yes, because the vanilla game, there's no squad mechanic. So if you and your buddy load into a server, you're going to load in 2 completely separate spots. The vanilla game doesn't even give you a map, so you just have to know where you are, which means you literally just open up a browser and pull up a map and you find a road sign and you're like, okay, I'm here,
Yeah.
But oftentimes you and your buddy will be spawned
really
across the map from each other, and then just trying to get to each other, one of you's going to die, right?
Yeah.
Inevitably, because it's very difficult, especially at the beginning of the game. You usually die quite a few times before you get a foothold and start doing stuff. I had one of my best runs on a vanilla server. I was like, I'm ready, I'm good, and then all of a sudden, get sniped from 500 yards away, and you're just like, okay, I'm dead.
Is there
but
because
there are
the
modded
Arma
servers.
engine, right?
Yes, there's mods galore, just like Arma, and the modded servers have squad mechanics where you spawn in together, and they have maps that you can just open and know where you are, and it just depends on how you want to play the game, just like Arma. So we usually play on vanilla plus servers, so it's 12 mods just to kind of quality of life stuff, but it's mostly vanilla. Because some of them get ridiculous. I mean, to the level of our Arma server, I mean, just 90 mods and just everything's changed. Nothing's like it is in the vanilla game.
So is there a way that you could import assets into a Arma campaign from DayZ?
Oh yeah, I mean, because it's the same basic engine, they do work off of the same. It's not like a trivial process to do it, but there are a bunch of DayZ style mods already for Arma. I mean, DayZ originally started as a mod for Arma 2, right?
Okay. Here's what I'm proposing. Next Halloween time, we get the whole server into it. The entirety of October, we switch the server over to something where we have this crazy DayZ scenario.
We also have the software to run a DayZ server as well. So
ourselves, our own server.
Yeah, we could just run our own DayZ server. Okay. We've done it before. Chris and I used to do it.
Or that.
Chris
okay. I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah. One of the two options are fine, but it would be cool to be able to have squad mechanics or something within a DayZ scenario, or especially if we could have it work where it's we still have the ammo box with all the American weapons in it or something like that.
Well, yeah. So when we did our DayZ server a year ago or so, it was we modded it out and added all the Gucci weapons in it, and you have to go loot them and find them, because that's one of the core mechanics of the game is like the sort of survival element of it, where you like go and, you know, you might find like a hunting shotgun in a house, and then once you get the hunting shotgun, you go and you find, oh, I found a hunting rifle, you know, 4 hours later, right? And like 3 rounds for it. So you've got, you know, 3 rounds and a hunting rifle, so you got to be very, very, you know, selective on your target. Plus it's loud as fuck, so everything in the entire area is going to know where you are. But either way, like the core mechanic, it has to have PvP in it, because DayZ is just not the same when it's played as PvE. It's kind of boring actually, because there's no threat. Like the zombies are pretty easy to kill, and they represent more of a nuisance. At least in some areas they're crazy, but most of the time it's more of a nuisance than anything.
Yeah.
Until they swipe you, and then you get sick from the infection from your wound, and then now you, like, there literally have been times where either me or Private Parts, my buddy who runs the Arma server, he, you know, one of us will get sick, and we have to just literally like sit in a house, you know, and we were playing with in-game voice chat, radios, stuff like that, and so I'm out trying to get him, you know, medicine, right, for his sickness. Can it be modded such that Jay is one of the zombies? You could mod anything in that game. It's the most flexible engine I've ever seen. Laura. Yeah, there are servers with custom zombies. It's totally something you could do.
That'd be so fucking funny.
Just
but like there was a time I was going to look for medicine for my buddy, right? And I'm talking to him on the radio. And he's like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna make it, man. Like my health, like I'm fucked. Like, you know, I'm getting worse and stuff. And I was like, well, just hold on. You know, I'm getting to the medical building. So I get in the medical building, kill a couple zombies as a player. I kind of negotiate with the player over in-game voice chat, grab some medicine, and I'm on my way back. And I'm like, yo, Chris, you know, and I'm like over the radio, and I was like, fuck. And so I go back to him, find him just like slumped over dead on the, you know, on the wall, because he had died from his infection. Yeah, you actually can't become a zombie in DayZ. The zombie mechanic is a little different. You can eat if you kill a human and you consume their meat, then you get the laughing infection, where it, like, you know, like your character won't stop laughing and stuff. Like you basically go crazy.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So you'll survive, right? If you're starving, you'll survive, but at the cost of the fact that you'll go around everywhere laughing and becoming progressively sicker and the only way out of that is death. So
yep,
it's a choice.
Yeah. Well,
anyway.
Yeah, I think we're gonna play that at some point.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what it is on Steam right now. Probably too expensive.
I'll find a code. Let's see.
Yeah, there's codes for it, I'm sure.
Definitely codes. DayZ Steam key.
DayZ.
Yeah, it's $45 right now on Steam.
What?
Yeah, no, it's
That
not.
is
I wouldn't buy it for $45.
absurd. I see the lowest one so far is.
Oh, CD keys is $44.39. So that's
there's not a lot of codes for it apparently. That's
Interesting.
crazy.
It goes on sale from time to time.
I
So,
see what
like,
you did
Uh huh. What's Livonia? Oh, that's a DLC.
Livonia is a map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a DLC map. You can actually get it for Arma as well. There's a lot of DLC with DayZ, just like Arma. I mean, you know, classic. Yeah, I have some bad news about that, by the way. Our Arma Antistasi save was last night. It became corrupted. And,
No.
yeah, it's all of our progress is just gone. So we're gonna try recompiling a new save, where basically we create a new game, more or less, and
but
then
with the same
like just use admin commands and just like give ourselves all the things we had before.
Yeah.
You know, it'll get us close anyway to where we were. So
that scenario is
that
fun.
way we don't have to do it all.
It was.
Yeah, it's a good time. Soldier
Yeah.
Simulator.
Yeah. But you know, that's the majority of what you do, Demo, is like
Simulators.
splitting your time between adminning servers and discords and playing games.
Dude, it's too much. I was just talking to Nick that like where Raiders actually accepted my buddy Raiders is going to take over the Arma branch of our group because I just don't have the time to do all of that. It's unfortunate, but like it's managing one server is difficult enough, as well as like trying to plan events for that and getting DCS training things going. And I'm trying to like start a flight school in our group, Project Spectre, you know, and like train people up from nothing, you know, and whatnot. So I need to install a whole flight instructor program, which will involve check rides that, you know, the instructor has to prove like I actually know this shit, you know, so that I can teach it. Creating some immersive gameplay mechanics around what is essentially a sandbox, you know. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I like squadding up with you guys. It's fun. A lot of fun. And especially with like the radios and stuff that we were incorporating.
Yeah. TFAR is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's such a good way to go. Basically in-game utilizes TeamSpeak, right? And initially I was like, oh god, no, like TeamSpeak is so old and shitty. But essentially you get in radio in game and it's proximity chat for everybody around you, but then you can like actually key a mic and transmit on a channel, and it has distance, right? Like, so, you know, like when you are over a mountain 2 miles away, your radio starts crackling, and you know,
and especially
you got long
when
range radios with big antennas off your back, and
when we have missions that require us to blow up a radio tower, they actually interrupt our comms as well. Like the enemy's radio disrupts our communications, which makes things a little hectic.
Yeah. Then suddenly you're getting close to the area and you're trying to call in your second squad, and you're like, well, they're not responding.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's because of the radio tower, and you just have to execute a pre-planned kind of raid on it.
Oh Jesus. I can hear Mike screaming at crackheads and nonsense already. I can imagine. Mike would get so frustrated with the healing system because like you get get knocked out if you get shot. Like you just pass out and you go black. And like I don't know if it kicks you off comms. I think
it does.
It kicks you off of comms, so no one knows that you're down. So
unless they're paying attention.
Well, yeah, you have to wait until someone realizes that you're not part of the squad. You're like, where's Mike? Oh shit, he's down. And you have to run over to him, and we have to like stop your bleeding. And the whole while, your screen is black.
Man, yeah.
And you can hear us talking, but we can't hear you talking. So I literally one time we were going after a base, and I stepped on a piece of unexploded ordnance and blew myself up.
Yeah.
And then this was after Demo went to bed, actually. But like there was a bunch of the new guys in the server, which, you know, they were veterans to Arma and the healing system, so they knew what they were doing, luckily. And they're like, oh shit, where's Buzzed? And they had to like find my body and then patch me up. Meanwhile, there's vehicles and planes and helicopters and everything else flying around trying to kill us.
Bullets flying over you while you're trying to establish an airway and, you know, put a chest seal in. Like it,
do CPR.
The medical system is very realistic to the point of, you know, like regular heart rhythms. You know, some things can be treated with CPR. Some things you can use your AED. Bleeding mechanics, tourniquets, splints, broken bones, all the different medicine, fentanyl, ketamine, you know, all the things, you know, that you would need to make a realistic sort of medic simulator. And I love it because, you know, Dr. Demo, right? But I think that, you know, there's a lot of people that find it very annoying because it's so deep and you can go down. And then, you know, it takes people a while to get you back up.
Itself. It could be a whole game.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it could be. And
I carry the medical kit light, which is like Band-Aids and drugs. Pretty much. So I get
splints, drugs, Band-Aids.
And chest seals, because I learned that's a thing.
Chest seals.
So basically, you get shot in the chest, and you see on your character like model, it shows like a little paper doll version of you. and there's a big hole in your chest, and you just click chest seal, and it just slaps a sticker on it.
Yep.
This is to keep your chest closed up enough for now. And then
it encourages squad
and carrying
tactics,
cock about with you.
Jesus.
right? Because if you go off on your own, let's say you're in a squad, right, and you just go off on your own and you get yourself killed, we're gonna have no idea about either where you are or
but
any of that. So you got to stay in a formation and all that kind of stuff.
Even better, I was about maybe 20 yards away from the squad, but I was far enough away to where the what is it called? The proximity chat. You couldn't hear me. So I was yelling out, I was calling out targets. These guys were held up behind rocks and stuff, so they were all like far back. I heard thook, 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 like, which is the 40 millimeter grenade launcher sound, and you go, oh shit, 40s! Boom, 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 exploded all right next to me. I'm blown up into little bits. Demo doesn't know where I am because I ran ahead. My mistake. And this is like the whole thing. Don't get separated. Don't separate from the group. Don't get lost. Yeah, first thing I did, ran ahead 20 yards and got my ass blown up. So,
yeah, and then now we're pinned down behind these rocks, and I see Nick up there, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get him. And the person who was with me was like, no, don't go, like, do not, like, you're just gonna be, then you're gonna go down, and then we're not gonna have a fucking medic, like, because I'm the medic. So like,
you don't think about these things, but you watch like war movies, right? And you see these World War II movies, and you see some guy get shot, and you're like, oh shit, my buddy's down, I gotta go get him. And the first instinct is run over there. Like so many movies, Saving Private Ryan and Full Metal Jacket. Of course, the first thing you do is you run over there. The medic goes over and starts patching you up. Well, then the medic gets shot, and then I was like, "Oh fuck!" Now we're down 2 guns and a medic, and you're like, "We have to do something." So,
and then someone has to attempt to try to get the medic back up when they don't necessarily have the full medic training, and that's a whole
now
thing.
They're bleeding out over there. So the time is of the essence. So you have to like run over there, and you have to shoot at whatever direction you think they're shooting from to lay down suppressing fire and try to fucking drag them out, and then patch them up in a safer spot. But like, Demo was able to get me back up enough to where I was conscious, and then I like made it back over to the rocks, and then I got yelled at. It's like, what did we say? We said don't run off. I was like, it was like right there. I thought I was behind a rock. It would have been safe. No. It was a little tiny freaking pebble that I was behind in reality.
I love Jenny's comment there. Sleepy Brain didn't differentiate between crackheads and smile rooms and tanking helicopters spawning in thin air and killing you insta-dead. Just an armor thing.
Yeah, just armor things. Or just like randomly your vehicle just flips into the air like 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an armor thing.
You just get projected.
Mike on Ready or Not.
The thing that ultimately is so compelling about these tactical shooters and Arma specifically is that unlike games like Call of Duty that are really focused on the twitch reaction time of like how fast can you react to something that's happening.
Strategy.
I mean, I'm 32 and I do not have the reflexes that I did when I was, early 20s, late teens, and so and you just start seeing, at least for me, you just start seeing how ridiculous everything is,
But you got to remember that.
But it's so compelling because like you got to think about strategy, right? And it's all about like maneuvering and strategy and trying to make sure that you're, attacking a target from the right angles and laying down a base of fire and having a maneuvering element and all of that kind of stuff. We did a whole training the other night with Raiders, who's a Marine. And he, taught us how to do the whole fire and movement kind of mechanics. And it's definitely, for I think a lot of people, especially people who have experienced that for real. Raiders. We've gotten Raiders kind of heated, in these scenarios where we've finished up and he's like, I'm sorry, I got a little heated there. Like I kind of forgot that we were just playing a game. Like it definitely triggered some kind of war instincts in him. So
Yeah.
Which
well,
is
drill it into you
depends
in
on
boot
who
camp.
you
that's,
are. You know,
that's the point of
Might be good
them
or
doing
bad.
that in boot camp, is to drill it into your head so much that you don't think of anything else in any other situation. I know a former Marine, and he literally sizes up everyone in the room every place he goes. He's just like, okay, 2 tangos left, like, you know, at my 10 o'clock.
It's hard to break that.
1 at my
for
3
some
o'clock. You know, like he estimates like threat levels in every situation, and that's what they train you to do.
To some degree, I think Raiders misses that a little bit, and so this gives him an opportunity to kind of relive some of that, even if it's just virtual.
Well, that's the best place to do it, so you don't actually get hurt.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I feel that, and well, especially with games like 6 Days in Fallujah as well.
Oh, that's lethal,
rough,
man.
That game, I've completed like 3 missions ever in that game.
Yeah,
I haven't even get by the
hard.
first fucking bit. I just can't get by the first wall. Never mind anything.
The real issue
like, I just keep
is that
done in.
Yeah, you're a 4-man fire team in Fallujah trying to move and clear buildings, just 4 of you. So like, that's not realistic at all. You're going to be a 12-man element minimum, you know, if you're doing that kind of thing.
Dude,
maybe
4
2
guys,
12-man elements trying to move, you know, and
they
stuff,
need to add like AI, like Ready or Not, if they're gonna do it that way. They need to have 4 real people and then, you know, whatever, 8 AI people, and then the possibility also of calling in air support. I don't know if that's realistic as far as Fallujah is concerned, but I would assume.
Well, I mean, they did have Cobras and stuff during that period of time, but the issue is that because it's an urban environment, you're really limited on what you can actually do, at least when you're the United States and you're trying to care about not blowing everything up.
Well, the sniper on the tower mission, come on, calling a.
Oh God, that's realistic though. They could not engage religious buildings unless it was like a very serious like kind of thing. There was very limited opportunities for the rules of engagement to allow for that, and so they just had to kind of leave them alone. You know, try not to get shot from the sniper that's in the tower in the minaret.
Yep.
You know, of the
game
mosque. So
is so intense. Like the sound design and everything. It's like you hear the bullets ricochet like right next to you. You're like,
yeah, and in-game voice chat too. I mean, you walk into a building and you're talking to your teammates, and it's echoes through the building, and so,
it's so dusty. Yeah. Like it's the worst.
Well, you throw a grenade in the room, and it's just like it's just dust, and you're walking through and trying to like see through this dust with your shitty little Surefire flashlight, a la 2003. That's like, you know, like
all you see
incandescent light.
All you see in front of you is muzzle flashes, and you're like, go, and all you hear is, blah, 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 and you're like, It's scary.
You'll hear some
Mike,
distant Arabic being spoken, you know?
The words that would come out of Mike's mouth are not safe for Twitch if that was the case.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to read CC Coil's
comment. That is realistic, however.
I know it is.
Because people that were over there definitely use some gamer words.
There's no limit to what you would say in those situations.
Oh yeah, dude. Have you ever heard of what? Oh yeah, but hey.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of people that used to like take their rounds and dip the tips in
just the tips
in pig fat, like in lard.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucked up.
That's pretty fucked up.
Anyways, moving on.
Anywho. No, that game defeats me, man. That's a game that I play, and I play it for like maybe an hour and a half, and I'm like, I'm good on that for like another 6 months, you know? Like
they just need to fix it. Like they want it to be difficult. That's the thing. Yeah, they want it to be soul-crushingly difficult.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, it's supposed to feel scary, right? When you go out and you poke your head out into a street and you see this long, empty street and gunshots in the distance and stuff, and you're like, and
the
then
scariest thing, you know what the scariest
is? There's shit's going on everywhere around about you.
So the thing is, it's full blown like daylight out, and yet like you go into a building, it's pitch black in there, and like you hear, like Demo says, the distant Arabic and like the little pew, 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 and stuff like that. And like they're launching mortars at you now, so you have to get inside. And you're just like, oh fuck, please no. And you go in there.
Everywhere you go is dangerous for a different reason, right? If you're outside, everybody can see you, you're exposed, and now you're inside, and it's fucking this tiny, like, the level design, I mean, they make the hallways feel cramped, and like, you know, you walk in and you're trying to clear this room, and you know, you're all these things, and this desk is like, you know, turned over across a door, so you have to like hop over it, and there's a dude with a knife, and it just is like, oh, fuck. It's
intense, man.
It's rough. It's rough.
Sounds pretty good.
It's very good. It's
a gorgeous
really rough,
looking
though.
game, but it is so fucking tough, man.
Yeah, and you have realistic equipment to 2003 United States Marines, so you know you've got the shitty M16s with the shitty old ACOGs on the top, and you know, bad radios and terrible flashlights, and just you know, totally underprepared for that environment. Yeah, it's
so much fun though.
It's a lot of fun.
And then you get so angry you want to smash things, and then you do it all over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, that's our time. We have been streaming for 2 hours, which means we're gonna raid the hell out of here. I'm gonna play some games, I think, and Demo's gonna take a nap. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Yep.
We got to do challenge mode for Jenny and Faz.
Mm-hmm.
If you're down, G.
Yep, absolutely.
Cool. I am going to
pose.
Go on.
I'm gonna be streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator tonight.
Ooh.
For the first time.
Nice.
So that's you guys want to watch me just fly? That'll be happening tonight.
At the very least, you know, you can have fun with it and goof around. That's the thing.
Yeah, as long as we're not on VATSIM, then we cannot goof around.
Yeah, so one thing I liked about the air cadets in this country, Demo, they actually take you up in 3 different planes.
It's cool.
They take you up. The first one is a chipmunk.
Oh,
fuck is that?
It's a little trainer plane.
Small furry animal.
Yeah.
The Haviland.
That's a Cessna, is it?
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
The second one we go up in was a bulldog.
Okay.
Right, which is basically
a dog that's got a very smushed face and
whole plane where the pilot and co-pilot sit side by side.
Okay. Yep.
And the third one is the one that I yacked up in, which is the Jet Provost.
What is that?
Jet.
Oh boy. Must be fun.
Oh, BAC.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Provost used to be
T5, yeah.
The Provost used to be the RAF's trainer plane.
Boys.
Yep.
And yeah, I was okay in the chipmunk and the bulldog, no yakage. But as soon as I
yakage.
As soon as I get into the cockpit of the Jet Provost and the pilot done the first barrel roll, that was it.
The barrel roll.
You're like,
the cockpit was wearing my lunch.
Oh, yeah. That's rough.
I have a bit of a conspiracy theory that people who take people up in those planes are trying to make that happen.
Yeah,
just to give you a bit of a shock, you know.
Yeah, I would.
The chipmunk and the bulldog, I actually got to take the controls of.
Boys.
Ah, okay, nice.
Sick.
Obviously, I've got an RAF pilot with me in the plane.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Nobody's
guys.
wiping.
Nobody's wiping. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll do it. Wipe, everyone wipe, and then we'll get out of here. Clean up our mess. All right, guys. It was a lot of fun. Demo, you're welcome back anytime, of course, as is the case.
Yeah, thank you.
So
it was fun.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's a civilized thing to do.
Thank you, G, for reminding us to wipe our own asses. Copy and paste the raid message, you guys. We're gonna be raiding over to Doomsack here. He's just started a game, so we're gonna be checking out Doomsack over Bubs. But yeah, he's a good Good giggle. A lot of fun guy. What? A lot of fun guy? A lot of fun. Funny guy. Oh, I shut it off. But yeah, you guys could jam out to that. But yeah, good show.
It merited it.
We'll be off next week, but we'll be back for Christmas Eve, and we're gonna be doing Christmas shit, much to the behest of Mike and G. Too bad we're gonna be Christmassy and shit. It's Christmas Eve next week, or 2 weeks from now. Let's go. But make sure you guys check out Demo's stream tonight. He will be streaming some Microsoft Flight Sim.
You get to watch me lose my fucking brain trying to figure that shit out. I mean, just be like,
Take Demo out of his element, and he's even more funny. Because he gets all flustered, and he's like, what the? His voice gets really high-pitched. What the
so many times. All right, flick your rectifier switch. Okay, where is that? Well.
Which one's the rectifier switch? All right. We'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Shout out the sponsors, CC Coils and Jane. I'm sorry I didn't mention that earlier. You guys know. Come on now. By now, you guys know. It's been playing up there the whole time. You get the deal. But yeah. And just wait. We already have an emote, so next week, hopefully, it'll be there. See you guys next time.
Best flaps.
Bye.
I'm a piss back drunk.